Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to College2Career Fairs. Just a reminder and some housekeeping items, as well as we all are joining this session. You will have the opportunity to sign up for more sessions if you're interested through the WCAC.com website. This recording will also be available after today. So if you are interested in exploring any other sessions that you might have missed, you will be able to find these recordings in the WCAC website after the program concludes. Your microphone and camera are completely turned off, but you do have the Q&A box to ask questions. So make sure you use the Q&A box to ask those questions that you might have for today. At this time, we'll let our presenters start our webinar this afternoon.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Santana Trujillo. I'm an Amda alumni. So Amda, what we're presenting today, is a performing arts college in Los Angeles and New York City. So we are a full performing arts school specializing in musical theater, dance, and acting. So if you ever have dreamt about being on Broadway or, starring in a movie or dancing behind J-Lo, that is our specialty. That is what we do. Within our programs, we offer a 4-year degree program and also a 2-year conservatory certificate program. And I'll go into details about what those programs are, how you can audition, some of our alumni. But first, I think the best way to kick us off is to show a video. So the video is about 15 minutes long, but it goes in detail about how our programs are ran. You can hear from some of our alumni, some of our incredible faculty. And then from there, throughout the video, you can ask questions in the chat box. And then also at the end of the video, I'll go into more detail about how to audition, how to sign up for an audition, how to apply for Amda, and then I can answer any other questions you might have. So I'm going to share my screen. And that will be the first thing we're going to do. And we will be watching an amazing video. And again, like I said, we're here for questions. And my name is Santana. Here we go.
All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. And in this ceremony today, we can be well aware of that fact, playing their role at the back, the fond and doting parents and friends, the sage faculty, and the star of the show are these people here.
Good morning, Amdans, Amdanians, Amdamaniacs, whatever you may be.
Hello, fellow Amda graduates. I remember my first day at Amda. Remember your first day at Amda? To quote Into the Woods, excited and scared. Right? Like really, oh my God, oh my God.
If you are being yourself, there is no competition.
I'd like to congratulate the students of Amda for surviving third semester. Nothing is easy in this life. Nothing worth anything is easy. If you don't want to work for it, you ain't gonna get it. Now, if you know what you're worth, go out and get what you're worth. I went to Amda to make sure that every aspect of performance was mastered as best as possible. You know the words in my songs. No habla English. I'm not just an actor, I'm not just a singer, I'm not just a songwriter. I'm a performer, and that's what Amda allows you to be.
As a freshman in high school, this is what I wanted to do and started looking at colleges. And then as a senior is when I traveled to New York and I auditioned for some schools, and Amda was the one where I got one of the best vibes. A lot of schools can teach you acting methods. A lot of schools can teach you script work. A lot of schools can give you voice lessons. But there's a difference when you can go somewhere that can do all that and do it well and can also prepare you to start a career.
For me, like being in New York and just being able to see the Broadway shows, being able to see the work that I wanted to do, that I aspired to, was really important. That was why I didn't want to study like in another town. I really needed to be amongst the community I hope to be a part of someday.
I left Amda with a working resume that was absolutely valid for the time. I had teachers that were working then, so I was not behind an era. I knew exactly how to audition, how to go about becoming a professional, getting a union card, when that was the right choice. You know, I left with a form of education that I think a lot of schools aren't giving people, unfortunately, that they should be.
Welcome to Amda. For over 50 years, Amda has been America's premier performing arts institution, recognized throughout the industry for its rich history of launching some of the most successful careers in theater, film, music, and television. Established in 1964 by an elite group of Broadway artists, Amda was born with a simple but powerful idea to create a school run by professional performers for performers. Today, more than 1,400 students each year become part of Amda's thriving community of artists, honing their craft with one of the top performing arts faculties in the world. Amda gives students the opportunity to study on both coasts, with campuses in New York City and Los Angeles, the two epicenters of world entertainment and culture. Amda College of the Performing Arts, Los Angeles, is located in the center of Hollywood, near the historic intersection of Hollywood and Vine, steps away from the Pantages Theater, Capitol Records, and the legendary Hollywood Bowl. Amda LA offers 2 degree options, a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree and an Associate's of Occupational Studies. The Bachelor of Fine Arts. Students can pursue a BFA degree in acting, dance theater, music theater, or performing arts. Amda's BFA degree can be completed on a traditional 4-year schedule, or by taking advantage of Amda's summer term. The BFA program can be completed in as little as 2.5 years. The Associates of Occupational Studies. Amda's associate's degree is offered in acting, music theater, and dance theater. Amda's associate's degree can be completed on a traditional 2-year schedule, or by taking advantage of the summer term, students can graduate in as little as 1.5 years. After completing the associate's degree, graduates may continue for an additional 4 terms of study in order to obtain a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree.
Having the BFA program really changed how I walk into an audition room and how I carry myself as a performer.
I really felt like I was prepared and I knew exactly what to do the day after graduation.
Going for my BFA changed me as an actor.
When you get your BFA, it's game time.
I really fell in love with the idea of living in a really big city like Los Angeles, and the location and the curriculum are just impeccable and really appealing.
The 2.5-acre main campus features 40 classrooms and studios, a black box theater, 10 dance studios, a computer lab, 11 voice rooms, a stage combat armory, a performing arts library, 2 cafes, a beautiful outdoor piazza, and much more. 2 blocks away is the Cosmo, Amda's largest performance space and newest addition to the Los Angeles campus. The Cosmo houses the school's main stage, where Amda puts on musicals, plays, and dance concerts. Amda LA offers a variety of housing options for students. There are 3 residence buildings located on campus and 3 more located nearby. All units are furnished and have 24-hour security. Buildings range from historic Hollywood bungalows to modern renovated apartments. Each building has different amenities. Some have full apartment kitchens. Others have community kitchens. Some offer computer labs, garden courtyards, study rooms, and a full fitness center. Amda, New York, the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, is centered in one of the city's cultural hubs, Manhattan's Upper West Side. The campus is surrounded by some of the most renowned performing arts venues in the world, including Broadway's Theater District and Lincoln Center. Amda, New York offers rigorous 4-term conservatory certificate programs in 3 areas of study: acting, musical theater, and dance theater.
Amda, take 4.
The studio program, acting for stage, film, and television. The integrated program for the musical theater performer with an emphasis in vocal performance, acting, and dance. And the Dance Theater Conservatory, training dancers for a career in theatrical dance performance by combining dance, acting, and vocal technique.
When you come to Amda, you'll be living in the heart of New York City. You'll be working with teachers who work in the industry. You really will hit the ground running, training for a professional career.
The experience you have here just living in New York City and getting to work with the faculty, it's not like any other school.
What's unique about Amda is current students can get a really rigorous, very thorough training in a very short amount of time.
The Conservatory certificate can be completed on a traditional 2-year schedule, or by taking advantage of the summer term, students can graduate in as little as a year and a half. Certificate graduates can continue on to the Los Angeles campus for an additional 4 terms of study in order to obtain a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree.
I think being in New York is incredible.
The location is to die for.
Amda, New York's main campus facility, located on 61st Street, is over 60,000 square feet, containing 28 studios and classrooms, 25 private voice rooms, student lounges, a performing arts library, and a newly renovated theater. The historic Ansonia Building, one of Amda's original locations, houses a black box-style theater, performance and studio spaces, and private voice rooms.
When I go back to the Ansonia Building, I get very nostalgic, just because it was such a great time, coming to the city for the first time and meeting all these new people and leaving Albuquerque. And I was very much in my shell when I was in Albuquerque, and I remember that time being a time where I was sort of coming into myself and really becoming the person who I ended up being. So those first few years in New York were very special, and Amda was definitely a big part of that.
Amda, New York offers 2 residence options for students: the Stratford Arms and the Amsterdam, both located within walking distance of the main campus buildings. Each building offers furnished units with 24-hour security, a variety of amenities, including community kitchens, student lounges, an outdoor patio, and rehearsal studios. Faculty. Both New York and Los Angeles campuses are home to over 150 faculty members who are successful working professionals in the performing arts industry. That's a total of over 300 faculty members who are Broadway performers, dance company choreographers, film directors, theater actors, and producers and writers for television and films.
Make sure you keep your breath. I think having a working faculty is a major component of coming to Amda.
Keep that core in.
Your professors are out working, so you're going to learn from them in every way, not just all the right things to do, but what a tough industry it is, and why learning what you're supposed to be learning in class is so important. And there are lots of teachers here at Amda who are professional directors, choreographers, musical directors, and we hire Amda students all the time.
I think the greatest thing about the teachers at Amda is they are successful in the line of work you want to go into. They know how to get you to where you want to be.
That's a rare quality, I think, in a program where the faculty are all working professionals. So you're not getting theoretical advice so much as you're getting practical advice.
Right, what do you want from me?
The faculty at Amda are stellar. So many of them are invested in their students, and that's why amazing performers come out of this school.
We have a fabulous faculty here in Los Angeles, but also in New York City. So when our students come here and they study with these people, they're getting firsthand information about what the industry is like right now. And when they graduate, they have contacts that can help them get their first job, which is a really important asset if you want to be a working artist in America.
My name is Mort Nathan, and I teach television and film writing.
I teach advanced Shakespeare, I teach scene study, I teach acting.
From on-camera acting to media for the actor.
Ballet, dance theater project, I teach theater dance, I teach jazz.
Acting foundations, Shakespeare, page to stage, acting 3.
Beginning acting, advanced acting, directing, and everything in between.
Performance opportunities. At Amda, there are performance opportunities everywhere. In a traditional college, you may have an opportunity to audition 1 to 4 times per year for main stage or smaller productions. At Amda, we have a completely different philosophy. We want you creating, auditioning, and performing from day one. Every semester, there are 35 performance projects any BFA student can audition for. From main stage plays, such as Shakespeare or Tennessee Williams, to fully produced musicals, such as Cabaret or Hairspray, to exquisitely realized dance concerts. And there are dozens of student-initiated performances where you are challenged to create a project, pitch the project to a professional committee, then put that project together as a creator, director, actor, and then perform the work for the community. No other school has a comparable structure. There are staged readings, concerts, original and innovative choreography by students and guest artists, short films, classical music presentations, mainstream music, stage combat. The list is enormous. Bottom line, your classes are only part of your Amda experience. We also have top-of-the-industry career preparation. We have mock auditions, which every student uses to prepare for professional auditions, and it's all part of your training. Outside professionals come in to critique your work and give feedback. We also have industry events where students can perform for agents, producers, and managers. Community. Amda is a community of performing artists. Very few colleges have a student, faculty, and staff community wholly devoted to the performing artist. This creates a special, intense, and exciting dynamic in which everyone embraces the mission of supporting you to be the best performing artist possible. And this is a very different structure than if you go to, say, a university with 20,000 students, where theater or performing arts is a small niche of their community. At Amda, the entire community is performing arts, and you can feel the creativity and excitement all over the campus. Student life. Student life at Amda is designed to be welcoming and enriching. Recent examples of student social events are the student dance, beach day in Malibu, hiking the Hollywood Hills, Central Park outings, red carpet events, and movie nights.
I am too.
Transfer credits. If you've already started your college education and want to transfer to Amda, Amda accepts credits from many other schools. Up to 30 credits are transferable. Your personal advisor will walk you through all the ins and outs of the application process. Amda also offers a unique training and performance experience for high school students with the High School Summer Conservatory at Amda. This program is designed for students between the ages of 13 and 18 and gives students the opportunity to live and train on the Amda campuses in New York City or Los Angeles, studying with Amda faculty and receiving college-level professional training. This opportunity is available to young actors, singers, and dancers. Each of these programs culminates in a final performance in Hollywood or New York City on one of Amda's main stages, and an opportunity to audition for admission and scholarship to Amda's college and conservatory programs.
Awesome. So that is our Amda video. I think it really captures every part of the Amda experience. It shows our campuses, it shows our faculty. You get to hear from alumni, which I think is very special. I think that I wanted to start it with that because from there we can move forward and we can answer questions, and I can kind of dive deeper into my personal experience and how to apply for Amda. But I think it's nice to see a visual instead of just hearing me talk. So like we mentioned in the beginning, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat box and I can answer them as I go. I would like to mention that, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I am an Amda alumni. I graduated with my Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in dance theater back in 2016. I studied in both the Los Angeles and the New York campus. And the video doesn't really say this, but you can study in New York and do your first 2 years in New York City, transfer over to Los Angeles for your final 2 years. So you can literally study in both entertainment capitals of the world for the same tuition cost. So you're not having to, pay an additional a different price, or New York is more expensive or LA is more expensive. No, you can actually do both programs, which I think is very important to network in both cities. What I mean by that is all your teachers are working professionals. So the video says it, but a lot of students don't know what that means. A working professional means that they are literally on Broadway, they're on television, they're choreographing for Beyonce, and then they come in to teach you. So you're getting real life experience, and they will tell you. I've had so many teachers say, you know what, Santana, like your headshot, it doesn't really show you as a person. I think you'd be better if you wear this color, and you should do this pose, and you should have this background, and I think you'd get hired more. So they give real life experience, real life critiques, and very honest feedback to make you the best performer you can be. I was watching the video, and I haven't seen this particular video in a while, and just watching my friends in there, I saw one student as a dancer. He was in the video. He did Lady Gaga's Super Bowl performance. So he was one of the dancers with Lady Gaga in her Super Bowl performance, and then went on to do more music videos with her after. One student I saw in there in an acting video, he is before COVID and everything, he just recently opened in Book of Mormon on Broadway, and he's from Colorado. He's from Aurora, Colorado. He used to live like 30 minutes from me, and he got scholarship and he worked his butt off, and now he's on Broadway. And the second Broadway opens up again, he's going to be there. Amda, the video mentions industry events. What that means is that when you're ready to graduate, so your 4th semester in New York City, all of your day classes you don't have day classes. You have night classes. And the reason we do that is so that during the day, you're able to go out, go to auditions, go to open calls, and then at nighttime, you're able to go to class. So for me, I was auditioning for Rock of Ages on Broadway, and I was going to wear this like leotard and these pants, and my teacher's like, oh no, honey. He threw like fishnets, and he was like, you need to do this, and your makeup needs to be darker, and this will help you get there. So it's moments like that those teachers really push you to get the best audition you can. In terms of the industry events, like I mentioned, we invite every major talent agent from LA or New York, depending on what city you're in, to come watch you perform in your final senior showcase. So they come, and the whole semester, well, your whole time at Amda, you're preparing for this moment. So they'll come in, they'll have your headshot and your resume right in front of you. Right in front of them, and they'll have your whole file, and then you'll perform in front of them. So they're literally looking at it, and you're technically auditioning for them right there in that moment. But it's not like you'd get all of those auditions, all of those industry people in one moment. So it's kind of nice that we invite them for you. We bring them to you, which is super special. Also in Los Angeles, like they said, there's over 36 performance opportunities every single semester. So really wrap your head around that, guys. Most universities do 1 or 2 performances a year or a semester. And it's usually like the juniors or the seniors in the college that are allowed to audition. Well, that's not how it is at Amda. You can audition right as a freshman. You can come right in and start auditioning. And heck, you can even book the lead right away. We want you to start doing what you love to do and want to get it going right away. Within the BFA program, we do offer critical studies courses. So the video kind of mentions it, but I just want to kind of bring it back up because I think it's super exciting and it's very special. Some students that want to do performing arts, like they're not good at calculus, raise your hand. I could not do calculus, just certain classes like science or anything like that. Maybe that's not your thing. Or some students that are performing artists, they're like, you know what, school is not my thing. I don't like I get passionate and excited about theater and acting and performing and dancing, and I'm the first person to like do karaoke or to jump up to start the dance. And some students are they're very book orientated, and they want to go pre-med, engineering, law, which is amazing. But then there's those special ones like us that are like, I want to perform. I want to do this for the rest of my life. And I think that Amda, within our critical studies courses, we try to offer you classes that benefit you as a performer, but also as a business person in this industry. Because guys, it is an industry. It's a business. You have to learn the business. It's not just about singing, dancing, and acting. There's a whole other side to it. So classes like entrepreneurship classes, those classes are offered kind of like your business course or your math course in a normal college. Well, with Amda, you're learning how to look over a contract. So let's just say, Miley Cyrus hires you and you need to look at the contract, protecting yourself, making sure that, you're safe and that you're getting paid what you deserved, and that you get fed, and that if you're on a tour bus, they'll protect you. So looking over a contract. They even taught me when I was there how to do my taxes as a performer. And guys, honestly, when you start adulting, like no one teaches you how to do your taxes. So being able to, like what's a write-off? Like my eyelashes are a write-off because I'm a performer. I need my eyelashes. I need certain shoes to perform and to audition. That's a part of my career. So I think that's kind of a fun thing that you can learn. And some students are like, really? Like industry and networking courses is another critical studies course. So learning how to speak to an agent when you're wanting to get signed, learning how to walk into an agency, learning how to public speak, how to represent yourself. What does your resume look like? Not just not just your work resume, but also your performing resume. Those are two different resumes and they're written differently. So I think that's a really good benefit that you can gain from Amda. We also bring in mock auditions. So you'll bring in a mock person from an agency, but really they're like the real person from the industry, and they'll meet you before you even graduate. So I think that's special. For me personally, like science wasn't my thing. Well, I came to Amda and my science credit for my degree was kinesiology. It was the kinetic anatomy of a dancer. So for me as a dancer to learn from like a ballerina who has a dance background, but also a physiology, kinesiology background, to learn like what muscles and what bones I'm using and how your body works. It was so cool because I could relate. It wasn't just like science. It was like science for me. So that was special. They brought in a physical therapist to teach us, as a dancer, I'm an athlete. So how to mend my injuries, how to fix, like if I hurt my ankle in class, do I ice it? Do I put heat on it? And that's kind of cool. When you're a singer, they have a class for vocal anatomy. So how to mend your voice, how to mend your vocal cords, before you do 8 shows a week on Broadway. You have to take care of your instrument because this is the instrument. This is the money. This is the product when you go perform and put yourself out there. Like they mentioned though, with some of our alumni, all of your teachers are working in the industry. So when you graduate, you're going to put yourself out there. It's the best feeling in the world when the person behind the table is a teacher of yours and you're auditioning for Disney or for Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. And they're like, oh my gosh, my teacher who I just spent 4 years with is behind the table. And if you're a good student, which you are, and you did well in school, they're going to give you an amazing recommendation because they're back there. Like, oh, I've worked with her. She shows up on time. She's competent. She's hardworking. She's smart. She's on top of it. That kind of stuff. It really does help. Like they always say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I think that's kind of a cool thing because it's true when you're auditioning for, J-Lo or, for Hamilton or a huge show, you want to know people back there because there's millions of men and women that look just like you, and they're just as talented and they're just as hardworking, and you have to have something special. And I think Amda really gives you that little special something. I'm going to share my screen one more time, just to kind of give you what I'm saying visually. Like I always said, I think visual is important, especially in this virtual world. We want to see what we're looking at, and kind of keep the genuineness of it. So here's this. Move this over. So like we mentioned, and you can kind of see it written down, in Amda, New York, we have the 2-year Conservatory program. So that includes the studio program, which is for acting, for stage, film, and television. The integrated program, which is acting, dance, and musical theater. So if you want to be that triple threat, that is a great program. And you're in New York City. I mean, if you want to be on Broadway, go to New York. And then dance theater, so commercial, concert, and theater dance. And guys, I'm a dancer. They made me sing. They made me take stage combat. They made me have to learn how to be a triple threat. So if I book a Target commercial and I have one line, I'm able to give the line and fake it when I sing and be able to dance. Some of the benefits of studying in New York City, like we mentioned, are the networking opportunities. So working with professionals that are on Broadway. So I had a teacher who, she was in King Kong on Broadway. So during the day, she would teach us, you know, she was one of my theater teachers. And then at night she was on Broadway in King Kong as one of the puppeteers. So imagine the athleticism and how cool it is that we met her. And, you know, you never meet Broadway professionals. Well, she was my teacher. So cool. The training, conservatory style. So 4 semesters, which honestly, if we have a summer term, you can get it done fall, spring, summer, fall, and be done. So it's really fast paced. Very good training. The location, Upper West Side Manhattan. So beautiful, beautiful locations. You're right by Central Park. You're right by the Lincoln Center, which is shown in this picture. And then you get you're in New York City. You're subway rides away from, Broadway, Times Square. You could even, when I was there, I went and saw the Twin Towers. So the memorial there. So exciting opportunities like that. Amda Los Angeles, that has our 4-year degree program. And brand new, we also have the Associates of Occupational Studies degree, which is a 2-year program similar to the Conservatory program, but you get an associate's degree. For me personally, guys, I had a mom who was it was very important to her that I got a degree. So she said, you can do whatever you want, but I want you to get a degree. So Amda gave me that degree, but I also was able to dance 24/7. So it works out. In Los Angeles, we have that musical theater program in the BFA and the associate's degree, the dance theater program in the BFA and associates. We also have a fun, exciting new degree called the theater arts degree. And if you're, let's just say you love everything I just said about Amda, but you're like, Santana, I don't know how to sing. I'm not a dancer. I'm not an actress, but I love the business side. I love learning about dance theater history, film studies, musical theater history, page to stage, Shakespeare. I really like studying those programs, but I'm not a performer. We just have that program, which is very, very exciting. Some of the benefits of studying in Los Angeles, you are literally across the street from Capitol Records. So I was watching Netflix a few weeks ago and I could see that picture, Capitol Records. I could see the Amda building in the movie. So it's kind of exciting to see that. They had a scene in the movie that was on top of the Amda building. That's where I shot my dance reel. So it was cool for me. I'm like, hey, I've been on that roof. So that was exciting for us. Some of our the benefits are you do get a degree. So we do have a degree program. And then, like I mentioned, the critical studies courses that are very, very exciting, plus the performance electives, which includes your dance, your singing, your acting, your improv, your vocal technique. You have a vocal coach once a week, your ballet classes, your Broadway styles, your jazz funk. I learned how to dance in stilettos, not heels, stilettos. So that was exciting for me. The locations, like I said, you're right there on Capitol Records. You're right in the center of Hollywood. Right up the highway from our school is Burbank. That's where they make all the movies. That's where they film The Voice. That's where they film World of Dance. It's right up the street from you. Also in Los Angeles, the performance opportunities. So our main stage musicals, which you saw in the video, the plays, the dance concerts, also all the student work opportunities. So creating your own film, your own television, your own, that whole, I think the video really shows that very well. Like we said, over 37 performance opportunities. So, from A to Z, everything. We even have stage combat exhibits, I'm sorry, stage combat performances. We have a cafe series, which it's kind of like a cabaret kind of feeling. So you can present your own spoken word. Let's just say you're doing spoken word and you're around 100 artists. So you say, hey, I'm doing spoken word, or I wrote this song, will you dance it for me? And we could do it together. So that's really cool to see what students come up with every semester. Like the video also mentioned, we do have a high school summer program, which is a 2-week intensive in either LA or New York City. My niece went last summer and I literally had to force her to get on the airplane to come home. She loved Los Angeles. She was a junior at the time and she did the dance theater program. And in that 2 weeks, she was dancing and singing and acting every single day. And then at night, they have these fun opportunities when you get to meet each other, meet people from all over the world. And then after the 2 weeks, they were able to create a dance reel. So like a video project, same with the musical theater students. And then they had a final show. So they had a final show performance, which our whole family went to. We flew to LA to see her. And while they're dancing, they combined it with the Pop Star Recording Artist Program. So on stage at the time, A Star Is Born just came out. So the song Shallow was really big. So there was 6 performers, singers singing Shallow. It was beautiful. And then they had dancers from the dance theater program of the high school program dancing to them singing live. So it's so cool to see that. And I think it's something really special. And it kind of tells you and it shows your parents if you're serious about this, and it shows that do you really want to move to Los Angeles or New York City? Do you really want to do this every day? So that's a great program. All this information's on our website. Like we said, the faculty are incredible working professionals. What we didn't mention in the video is, as an alumni, I still have access to Amda in New York and Los Angeles. So I can still go to the library. If I need a monologue, I can look through the books and photocopy, a scene or a monologue that I might need from the library. I have access to the dance studios and the accompanists. So let's just say I have an audition for, I don't know, Hamilton this weekend, and I need sheet music and I need to run it with an accompanist. You can go there and they'll take care of you. Career advice, I still talk to my teachers from Amda and ask them about what's my next step. How do I audition for this? What should I wear? Like I mentioned. And also just the community. It's always something cute. We always say, well, when I was there, we say FAMDA. So like we're a big family because we all experienced this amazing school together. This is some of our alumni. I know the video shows it, but hello, Jason Derulo came to Amda, which is kind of cool. Christopher Jackson from Hamilton. I don't know about you, but I've watched Hamilton on Disney Plus over 1 million times. So it's kind of cool to see Christopher Jackson and Anthony Ramos in Hamilton. And Anthony Ramos is going to be the new Usnavi in The Heights, which I can't wait for. COVID kind of stopped that process, but I can't wait for that movie to come out. And then this kind of just shows people that are in hundreds of shows. My best friend's dancing backup for Jason Derulo right now. My other friend was Peter Pan in Disneyland. That was like his dream, to dance and be a part of Disneyland. My other friend is, she was Martha May Whovier from The Grinch, and she did the Universal Studios there. So those are just personal people that I know that are doing stuff like that. Which brings me to the next topic. I know we're almost wrapping up soon. Audition requirements. So here are the audition requirements if you want to audition for Amda. So that includes our musical theater program. It's a song and a monologue. So about 32 bars of a song from a musical theater repertoire. So you need something that it's coming from. It can't be your own song. It can't be, Lady Gaga's new Rain on Me song. It has to be preferably from a musical, so we can see how you do storytelling, how you perform, how you engage the audience during your audition. We also have the acting program, which is 2 contrasting monologues. So for some of you that don't know what that means if you're going to do a dramatic piece, you're also going to do like maybe a comedic piece, or if you're happy, or if you're sad, or if you're young and then you're older, just very contrasting. I think whatever shows you the best and shows your, how versatile you are, if you can make choices, can you connect with the audience, are you a good storyteller, do you understand what you're saying, do you understand the text? So that's important for the acting program. For the dance theater program, we do require 60 to 90 seconds of a solo routine, preferably in ballet, tap, jazz, modern, contemporary. We really do want to see your talent. Yes, your talent, but also your technique. Are your feet pointed? Are your legs straight? Are you strong? Are you stable? Are you a storyteller? So that is a part of the dance theater program. We also do require a high school transcript, an essay, and a letter of recommendation for your applications. So that's super important for us. This right here, guys, if you want to take a picture of it, this is my contact information. I don't know if there's teachers on here, but we also do offer a outreach opportunity where we can come to your school, or we can virtually visit your school, and we can schedule a Broadway professional or one of our amazing alumni or faculty to come teach a workshop to your students. So feel free to take my email, take a picture of it, screenshot it, whatever you have to do. Please contact me. I'm always here to help, and always welcoming students that need help or have questions. As an alumni, as a person that works for Amda now, I love this school. I love what it gave to me. It's everything and more. One final story I like to always say. So I actually was in pre-med. So my mom gave me a pre-med. I went into pre-med, full ride scholarship academics to study medicine. And I was 2 years into my program, and I was like, Mom, I hate this. I'm not in love. I'm not passionate about what I'm learning. It's just school. And I heard about Amda, and I researched it, and I went to the audition by myself, and I didn't tell my mom. And I got a scholarship. I got accepted into Amda, and I looked at her and I said, Mom, I'm moving to Los Angeles and I want to do this. And it was the best decision I ever made, being surrounded by people that love this just as much as I do. They get excited about the same things. And like the video said, we're not a tiny program in a huge university. This is our program. This is our world. We all live, breathe, and sleep and dream about the same exciting things, just performing, and that's who we are, and we love what we do. And I think this school really prepares you. I feel prepared as a businesswoman and as a dancer and as an actress. Still can't sing, but it's okay. I know how to fake it. But this school really, really genuinely is an incredible program. We have incredible people surrounding us, and we're one of the top represented schools on Broadway right now. So we really do prepare you to work. We prepare you for the industry. We love what we do. All of our teachers love what we do. We stand behind Amda. So I think I can add it into just email me. I was going to try to send that to you. But if you go onto our website, it's Amda, so AMDA.edu. That's where you can find our application. That's where you can find, you can request more information. You can email us. I know hopefully if you guys have any questions, you can email me personally and I'd be happy to answer them for you. But thank you guys for spending your Friday afternoon in this webinar. Please check out our website. Please check out our videos. And as always, it's been a pleasure. My name is Santana Trujillo from Amda, and it was amazing to speak to all of you. I was going to say meet, but it was amazing to speak to all of you. And thank you.
Thank you, Santana, for joining us today. And just a final thing I need to share here with the audience. Thank you for joining us. And after you leave this webinar, you're going to receive a quick survey. Please fill out the survey and feel free to sign up for more sessions. And again, this recording will be available after this program concludes. Thank you, everyone. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.